Hi friends, welcome to Gurukul Analytics. This is Nageshwar working as a lead data scientist at Symbiosis for one of the leading bank in the world. So today, the most important topic which most people will be waiting, I'm going to cover today. That is how to become data scientist. What is the exact plan required for you to crack this and to enter to smoothly transition into data science? Okay, here the first thing I can say that before I cover this topic, if you are watching this video first time, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, because for a new video notification you will be get alerted. Okay, yeah, let us start. So first thing is we have to choose a mentor. First of all, why you need a mentor? Because see, the Google and YouTube videos, there are plenty of videos. It is so confusing for the people that whether which video, which content to look at. In fact, the data science itself, it is a very vast. I don't think without any mentor, it is not so easy to enter into this field. That is the reason always you need a mentor. Why can't you choose myself as a mentor? Do one simple thing, subscribe to my videos, my channel, then continuously watch all my videos. Then you can take all my video suggestions. Definitely very soon you will become one of the data scientists. Okay, that I can assure you. Okay, the first thing is you have to choose a mentor, or you can just upfront you can follow me. Okay, that is one thing. So first, mentorship is first important. It should be first step, in fact. So without mentor, it will be very hard for the people. Anyway, always you can ping me on as a comments or anything. Always I will be happy to answer your questions, guys. Okay. So the first step is like whatever prerequisite required for this to enter into data science is first thing is SQL. What is this? Structured query language, SQL. For that, maybe you can learn MySQL. If you know MySQL, that is fine. Otherwise, if you know Oracle, that is also good. Then Hive, that is big data related, Hive also fine. Or if you know SQL Server, it is fine. See, the thing is SQL is very simplest thing. You have to start first learning how to write a queries, very simple queries. For that, anything is okay. So you can take one of the website portals, then you can practice that one. So any of the one, like either of this MySQL, Oracle, Hive or SQL Server, any one if you are good at, that is enough. You don't need to learn two or three. Any one is okay to good at. That is the first thing, because data, everything from the database to pull, this is mandatory to know. So you should be good at SQL. That is first thing. Then the second and the most important, as every time you'll be hearing about, is mathematics, that is statistics related. Why this is mandatory? Because whole data science is based on top of this one, mathematics. Don't be scared. Mathematics means you don't need to learn everything mathematics. Only you need to learn very limited. That is only statistics. That is, if you are from India, like 11th, 12th class or 10th class, whatever statistics is there, that one chapter, that is okay, very basics. Okay. Then after that, probability chapter you have to be good at. Then differentiation. In that again, specifically partial differentiation. If you know, almost 90% you are there. So don't worry too much on this, because by watching YouTube videos for 2-3 hours you can be good at this one. Be remember that you no need to do PhD or masters in statistics and maths. That would be required only for people who are doing only research. For that, don't be so scared. That is not required for everybody. Okay, there are two different types of jobs, research oriented and non research oriented. Okay, which will be discussing more again on that. Okay, so this is not so scary, but we must have this. But don't worry, this also in future videos I will be providing the links as well. Okay, then next thing is domain. Domain means maybe it could be finance domain, or it could be retail domain, it can be telecom domain, or it could be like medical, or it could be any domain. If you are at one domain, that is very good. But if you are a fresher, if you are coming first time, don't worry about it. So whichever domain you enter, you just learn the business. That way you will be good at. Then that is the best place to start. So if you are from already worked in different domain, then that is very good. Then in this case, like any of the domain, it is fine. But my domain currently it is a finance domain. So in terms of pay also, like there are different domains like e-commerce, other domains as well. So but one of the leading, like payment wise, it is very good domain, means one of the best one is finance. But I am not suggesting like others are not good, nothing like that. But if chance is given, why can't you choose finance, which is giving better pay actually for the people? Okay, so any of the domain, it is fine. Okay, we covered domain. Then about the language. So you can learn either Python language or R language or SAS language. But with my experience, So what I saw that mainly jobs wise, if you see 50% of the jobs I found coming on Python, and 40% of the jobs coming on R language, and some 10% approximately are coming on SAS. Okay, so whatever the reason, because Python is coming very front actually these days, and it is becoming dominant because of its integration and very easy to learn, whatever the reasons. Okay, Python becoming top. Okay, then R language is dedicatedly, it is developed for statistics actually. Okay, earlier it was so good, I mean it was in front driver, but recently this Python has taken over in terms of jobs, and it became the front driver now. Okay, then SAS, this is IBM proprietary tool. For that, only one drawback is you should have license, then only you can able to practice. But other two are open source like R and Python. That is advantage you have if you want to learn it. Then if you decided, suppose Python you have decided to learn, then in that case you can use tool as Jupyter Notebook. That is very easy, just like interpreter, just whatever command you will give, output you will get. Jupyter Notebook. Another tool is Spider. Another one is PyCharm. So you can be good at any one actually. So if you are a beginner and you want to learn, then Jupyter Notebook is very good, I will suggest. Okay, then after that for deployment, for other purpose, these two are good for deployment purpose. For learning start with, this is good tool to start with. Okay, so we have covered step 1 here. Now let us move on to next step, that is for development, which tools to use. Anyway, development is these tools. The first thing is next machine learning. Machine learning means like this is a data science this thing. So if it is a Python, including with Python upfront, I am explaining to you. So Python basics if you learn, that is okay, like 2-3 hours V2 videos is good enough. Then if you can be learn NumPy library, that is very specific to Python language, NumPy. Okay, it is very efficient for numerical calculations. Okay, then next library is Pandas library. This is also data science specific library. So this is also most widely used for data to process actually, more for processing. Then there is Matplotlib and Seaborn. These two are for graphical orientation purpose, for explanatory data, this all graphical purpose. But one time if you learn it, this is good. But most of my experience, I don't see so much stress on that. But so one time if you go through this, that is okay, that is fine. Okay, then next one is Scikit-learn. This is very popular, this is very standard package, everyone must have. This is very like a very planned dedicated way it is written for data science specific. This must to have this library. So with that you are good at, with very Python whatever data science related you are good at, we can say. Okay, so if you have only 1 year or 2 year experience, this course is more than enough. Machine learning with Python, that is more than enough to learn. Suppose if we have 3 or 4 year experience, then in that case you must have deep learning as well, that we will call as neural networks. This also should have. Okay, that is required if you have more than 3 or 4 year experience like that. Then there is another third one is called NLP, that is natural language processing. It is also called text mining. So this is also another area where you can learn this as well. For that use case is like chatbot. Whenever any bank website if we go, it will be chatting, right? That is chatbot is one use case. Also sentiment analysis about your customer, how customers are speaking. This is another use case actually. So in a nutshell, if you are a fresher or having 1 or 2 year experience, then this machine learning is more than enough. Then deep learning little bit if you know, it is good. Okay, and if you have 3 or 4 year experience, then you should have deep learning as well. Then NLP, this is like additional advantage if you have that as well, but you don't need to be like master everywhere. With my experience, when I worked with the different banks, right, I see that 80% of my data science projects are coming from machine learning. Okay, so mostly 80% you are done if we are done with that. Then 10% of the projects I see on deep learning, that is out of 10 projects, 1 project on deep learning, then another 1 project on NLP. Mostly these two are the usual projects if you are in finance domain, you can say. So you no need to worry too much on this one, because 80% of the crunch of that is in machine learning. So first do major scoring in this one, then you are good at. Okay, then the next step is for model. Once the model everything is done, then where do you deploy? For that different tools available. Either you can go for Amazon AWS cloud, or we can go for Microsoft Azure you can use, otherwise Google Cloud Platform GCP to use. So any one tool if you learn, that is okay. But in my experience, again, most of the times we don't deploy the model, because in finance domain, like monthly leads will be generating and will be giving to directly to them actually. So once the model is stable, then only we will be using any one of these platforms to deploy the model. So you, but you have to learn one time process, that is not so difficult to learn, so don't worry. This also we can able to provide some videos in future on that. Okay, then next step is about reporting. What tools you can use, say like for presentation purpose to the client, whatever you developed the model to explain to the client. So simple Microsoft PPT, that is first thing. This is most of like my previous experience, I saw that PPT people are okay with that. Then another tool you can use is Tableau, also you can use for presentation purpose. Okay, sorry, so Tableau also you can use the tool for present representation. Then ClickView also you can use another tool. Then Power BI also another tool. Don't worry guys, if you know any one, that is enough. If you don't know any tool, don't worry, PPT is okay for you to showcase your project and explain to the client in their terminology, so that is fine. Okay, then last thing but not least, this should be first, I can say, for projects better to practice from Kaggle. If you practice like 2-3 problems, if you solve, like you can start with the Titanic data set, then you will be good at, then you are okay. Okay, so these are the very high level, so these are the things guys. So I think pretty much I have covered. Okay, so if you like the video, please please click the like button and also subscribe if you are watching first time. Okay, so please put your comments if I miss anything, or you feel if any of the experienced person are looking at my video, please kindly suggest if anything I miss, or if you just want to add some point. Also everyone, could you please put your comments so that I know that whether you like it or don't like, no problem. If you don't like, press dislike, but if you like it, definitely please like it. Thank you friends for watching. Thank you. I'll catch up in the next video.